Alright, I just finished an interview with Sansa, and as I was looking around, I noticed this little commotion over here past these doors. Just like I just said right here. I just finished interviewing, these two just burst through the doors, literally. You can click that link I just passed and go straight to the interview. Basically, right now, I'm just trying to set up the interview. The text on the bottom is basically my free company chat, because sometimes I accidentally leave my questions in there and they get all confused. I apologize. See, right now we're looking at these two. I'm trying to send a tell to Shoukaku, Beskaku of the Hero Free Company. I burst out laughing, and she in turn blows me a kiss. I'm typing, Shoukaku, would you like an interview? And they are going at it, playing bard songs and doing the raccoon thing. Bum 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 ba da 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 da. Bum 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 ba da 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 da. Da 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 da. Looks like someone's recording in the background there. I didn't even see that. You gaze upon Shoukaku in deep reflection. I don't even know what she's looking at. Got a little cute cat creature. Nanami Clyde says, nay? I am uncontrollably, uncontainably jubilant. And I sit down. Haruna, the one standing on top of the chair, says, I don't think she saw your messages. Then I laughed and replied to her, would you like an interview? She responds, what do I have to do? And then I basically tell her, I'm recording now. I just ask questions. Welcome to Roaming Reporter, Nanami Clyde's interviews with Haruna, Tajobo, and Shoukaku Beskaku. First question, is there a meaning behind your name? And she responds, yeah, mostly. And then I replied, may I ask, what is the meaning behind it? Haruna is a character in a Kentai collection, and she says Dejubo all the time. Which... Oh, and Kentai, as I was researching where the link's going by, it is a card game about World War II naval vessels personified as, well, high school girls who are fighting off an alien invasion. And then there's an anime based on that card game, and I just sent 2 links to both of them. Nanami Clyde, why Goblin server? Goblins are icky! Responding to the previous question, Najuba essentially means alright, or I'm okay in this context in Japanese. My other friend got this as his default server, so I just followed suit. I replied, that's very normal around here. I smile at her. Nanami Clyde, is your free company awesome? Why are you with them? She responds, they're pretty chill, casual, and very friendly. That's also the reason why I'm with them. Again, all the best FCs are like this. I know some are more focused on the sport of the game, where they require their players to basically be on their best with the best equipment, leveling up fast, a lot of pressure, and in my opinion, that becomes work. Nanami Clyde, where in the world are you? Why are you there? I psych myself up. Again, I always like to state this. Please remember you do not have to answer. Some of these questions may come across as intrusive, and you always have the reason to say no. Her response, U.S. because America. Of course, now she said America. I gotta have the good old Team America song in there linked. I'm from California, so heck yeah. Question, what is your favorite class in Final Fantasy XIV and why? Now she's responding to the previous question. She's in Florida because of flowers and oranges, and I found a little sweet song about Florida. That's where that little link's passing by. Looking around. I don't know who that was. She responds, as class, probably Archer, because I get deeps from the distance and not worry about much. Basically, as Archers, we're very mobile, we can attack and move at the same time, so you don't have to be up front fighting. And then she also responds, which goes the same for Bard. She also likes Conjurers and White Mages. I respond, well, Archer is my main class for that very reason. Again, I like being away from the battle and shooting in. She responds, the feeling, is mutual then. Almost done. What in your life do you feel most grateful for? She responds, that's a tough one. I think mostly all the good people out there who go out of their way to help each other. That's very nice. It reminds me of a quote. I know I'm not getting it right here, but you know, bad guys win because good guys do nothing. I respond, that's very nice. A little bit of kindness go a long way. Question, if you can take something from this game and apply it to the real world, what would it be? She responds, again she's responding to the previous question, or go out of the way to make people's lives a little bit better. Humor interviews like the one we're doing, for example. I burst out laughing. Responding. Teleporting. Definitely teleporting. Again, this is, I think, the second time I got the teleporting question. Teleportation is a real thing. They are really working on it. The link is a discussion on the ethics of teleporting. And then again, I just responded. You're the second to say that. Teleportation is a real thing. Haruna. I don't go many places, but when I do, I have no means to get the most out of the time. I would love to see that day come true in relation to teleporting. Well, right now, teleportation is limited to mere atoms, but it is developing. At first, they were only able to tell about photons, which is light, but they did do teleportation of a single atom. I ask, why don't you travel? Again, she's responding to the teleportation question. I wish I was that atom. And I burst out loud, I'm going to do that. She responds, no license, but I'll get one soon. But I love to visit New York again, and Japan for the first time. Even Europe. I'm assuming she means driver's license. And here we go, I'm typing. Never been to Japan. One day I will. But Europe is amazing. You just trip over history. And then here's a link. Basically, everyone just thinks travel is extremely expensive. You gotta remember, the dollar carries a lot of weight overseas. Traveling is not expensive. You don't have to travel in first class. Heck, you don't even have to travel in a plane. Nanami Clyde. There are so many old things, they don't really care for them anymore. She responds, history and traditions is the best part of visiting a new place. Again, when I was in Tunisia, there was a completely abandoned Roman town in the middle of nowhere. Not roped off, no nothing, no government oversight. You literally can just walk in and pick up a stone. There's just so much history overseas, they completely ignore it. Here I am saying, ask, can you show us a favorite move? Which is like this one, doing a little slow-mo action there. I clap. She responds, because playing instruments, laugh out loud. I am surprised that this isn't a thing in the game. I know the Lord of the Rings online game, they did a lot of musical instruments where everyone could get together and actually play, and it was actually something you had to like level up in, which was really neat. Here, not so much. Not even the bard. You can't just like bust out a musical instrument, other than for like an attack. Thank you so much. One final question. Do you need any help? Haruna responds to a previous question. I will rock it at the drums or piano all day. She responds, help for what? I replied to her previous statement, damn straight, drums all the way for me. And then, of course, help for what? Whatever you need, Nanami Clyde says. It's one of those open text questions where you decide what it means. Which is it's actually one of my favorite questions, because it really can be interpreted in like a million different ways. She responds, I'm not sure, I feel pretty comfortable right now. And then I agree wholeheartedly with Haruna Tetsubo. Again, I apologize if I'm butchering that name. I'm bad with names. Nanami Clyde, that's it. Haruna responds, pretty interesting. It made me think seriously about a thing or two. Anything I could add or change, Nanami Clyde says? She responds, something I haven't seriously thought about in itself. Oh, may I ask what? Nanami Clyde replies. Mostly what I'm grateful for, Haruna says. I gaze upon Haruna in deep reflection. Ah, that is a tough one. So far, that made everyone pause. I bow courteously to Haruna, she bows courteously to me, and Nanami Clyde goes, oh! And she says, I have to thank you for that. I almost forgot. And then I give her my usual tell, or the Yahoo YouTube channel is. And I said it should be up sometime tomorrow. I was late by a day. I am so sorry. That is completely my fault. I did a little bit too many interviews, and these actually, editing-wise, take a long time. She salutes, I wave, I nod, and I say, thank you for the answers. Now, meanwhile, her friend, Shoukaku, has been kind of listening around and been kind of dancing around us. And I basically just walk right up to her and say, hey, would you like an interview? I still have time. With her cute little cat. I gently pat the cute little kitten. She responds, maybe a mini one? And then I reply, oh, just tell me when to stop. You would? Thank you! First question, is there a meaning behind your name? And Sugar Biscuit performs a merry step dance for you. And I'm kind of lost track of the little cute kitten there. Shoukaku responds, nope, just a random series of characters. I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. I burst out laughing. Actually, it's a girl from Kentai, she responds. And then, of course, here's some information about the aircraft carrier Shoukaku's about, and here's a picture of it, since we already had links of the anime series in the back. Gotcha, I'll look that up. Question, why Goblin Server? Goblins are icky. I look at Shoukaku Biscuit in surprise. Because Haruna was on this one. Makes sense, since they're a team. What is or was your childhood dream? I'm typing. She also adds on, and I wanted someone to play with, which, of course, it's an MMO. It's the whole idea behind it. I start performing a merry dance for Shoukaku Baskaku. Quite a pair in the middle of the room here now. Especially since this is being sped up, and he's going to be sped up again, so there's going to be some crazy foot action here when this is all done editing. She responds, I don't think I have one. Does dream drops count? Nanami Clyde responds, yes. She says, I have about 10 of those. I ask, what is the first one that comes to mind? She responds, archaeologist, which is kind of true to my heart since I am an anthropologist, so we're kind of team buddies there. Nanami Clyde, Indiana Jones style or more Jurassic Park? I mean, we're digging up dinosaurs, or we're going after ancient ruins, or we're trying to figure out how monkeys behave. And Shoukaku says, but digging stinks? You want to be an archaeologist? There's a great video on there on what it takes to be an archaeologist and how an archaeologist actually lives. Aw, she tries to comfort me. Nanami Clyde responds, depends, digging finds treasure. She agrees wholeheartedly with you. Question, what is the favorite class in Final Fantasy XIV? And why? Yeah, cute little kitten. I love the bell on the collar. There's little touches that make Final Fantasy XIV great. So far, Lancer and Dragoon, because I think the armor looks neato. Haruna dances springily. Haruna sees you and blushes in embarrassment. I hear that a lot. Dragoons are awesome. I spelled that completely wrong, I just noticed. Dragoons, for some reason, get a bad rap from Final Fantasy XI and Final Fantasy XIV. That link is to basically Mr. Happy explaining that, Dragoons are actually not that bad. I respond, almost done. What in your life do you feel most grateful for? She replies, my friends and the people who care for me. And she agrees wholeheartedly and gives me a good salute. Nice answer, I say. There are ones who support us in this life. Shoukaku performs a merry step dance for you. I cheer her on. Why this game? Why Final Fantasy XIV? She responds, right! I gaze upon Shoukaku in a deep reflection. She says, this is my first MMO. I wanted to try it out, and I heard good things. Really? That is rare, I have to admit. There are so many MMOs these days. So many free MMOs these days. You can pick a random anime, and there's probably an MMO on it. Heck, the anime they're based on is a card game MMO. There's so many MMOs. It's really surprising to find someone where Final Fantasy XIV is their first one. Can you show us your favorite move? I try to cheer. No, Haruna cheers her up. Shoukaku said, nope, there's nothing to hit. Then here I go into slow mode. For me, it's very slow, but it will be sped up in the final edit. She's taking out her lance. Woo, she's doing some good old moves there. Oh, wow. Ooh, I red balls. Oh, looks like she's going almost, oh, what's that anime? Oh, brain fart. Ghost in the Shell. A little Ghost in the Shell effect there. Nanami Clyde, if you can take something from the game and apply it to the real world, what would that be? And she does, of course, her little Dragoon hop. Should be speeding up here any second. I gaze upon Shoukaku in deep reflection. There we go. And now she's running around me. Spin, 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 zooming out. Ah! Zooming back in. A little too far there. Dun, 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 dun. Yay! Photo op. Click. Shoukaku Baskaku. Oh man. I burst out laughing at Shoukaku. She says, I don't want to say teleporting. Haruna responds, random assortments of letters? Haruna gently pats her friend. Nanami Clyde, it's alright, you can. It is a common answer. I smile at Shoukaku Baskaku. I kind of asked this question a little too fast here, but I did ask, thank you so much, what final question do you need help? And then she replies, nope, cool armor for everyone. I was trying to find real fancy armor. I know it's out there in California. There's a lot of people building real armor. But that link was to a very hilarious video about how a lot of games don't do real justice to female armors in fantasy games. It's really funny. Nanami Clyde, that would be wicked. She asked, help with what? Nanami Clyde, well, whatever you like. Again, this is one of those questions that's really open-ended. I'm thinking she's talking personally, but she means more community. Sure, I think we all need a little bit of help. And then I say, how can I be of service? I bow courteously to Shoukaku Baskaku. She responds, that's what friends and loved ones are for. And I say, true. And Haruna sees Shoukaku and blushes with embarrassment. I cheer her on. Haruna waves to me. Haruna, you can keep doing awesome stuff like this. And I say, I will. I try to cheer her up. Haruna agrees wholeheartedly with Shoukaku, and they start to fight! Thank you! I bow courteously. Shoukaku Baskaku salutes. Trying to keep up the action here. Hopefully when I speed this up a little bit faster, everyone can still follow. I bid farewell. She bids farewell. I bid farewell. And then basically I'm excited. I need to go ahead and start editing because unfortunately I was late with this one. Editing does take some time. And she says, have fun! And everybody please subscribe, put comments down below, give me some good constructive criticism. I'm trying to make these better and more entertaining. Just tell me what you guys like to see, and I will definitely try to work on it. And she says, I know how long a task that editing can be. And I say, you too, bid farewell. And by the way, close captioning, tough. Goodbye!